Quick review for the Redragon K589 keyboard. Mechanical, red switches. This one is definitely a keeper and a thumbs up. I'm going to get straight to the point. Has a nice Redragon logo. Very reminiscent of my other keyboard, which I'm not going to say the name on this one, but as a logo, that might give it away. But this one actually has the blue switches, which I ordered a couple months ago. Working from home, obviously I needed a better keyboard, but this one is actually very pleasant. And yeah, I spelled that wrong. This one's very pleasing, and I don't know what I typed. I guess that's the autocorrect. What it comes with, and I'm going to save you the unboxing, it's just a manual, and it does give you some ideas of what the actual shortcuts are. They're a little confusing if you don't know on breathe, and I don't have my glasses on right now. What am I doing? It has a breathe mode, it has a volume up, it has all these little things that you can do with the function buttons. You can change the colors by hitting certain keys, and it does different things, you know, with these cool little strobe effects. Personally, I'm fine with the colors changing or just a solid color. For my wife, who I bought this for work, I mean, obviously the purple, maybe? There we go. And there's the purple. And very nice layout, very reminiscent of the other keyboard. It almost feels like those two have been made side by side. This came with the red switches, and I've been curious about these red switches. Obviously, they're imitating cherries in a low profile. And this keyboard actually has a good weight to it, feels good. I mean, you can feel on there. And just to give you an idea on the typing issue, minus my dog obviously taking a drink right now. And then if you want to hear the difference on the blues real quick, which that'll be a separate review. Obviously a lot louder. So this is something you probably want to have in your office if you actually ever do work next to somebody in your office ever again. We'll see. And so far, I like this. And other weird things included was these things to remove the keys, and I guess to remove the actual switches to replace them. I'm a little worried about that. It's like, why would you include replacement switches? Just to try or whatever? But obviously the reds, that's like what's underneath, and obviously you don't need the tool. They pop off actually very easily, as you can see. And then there's the blacks. It's hard to hear these, but that, I mean, you should be able to. That's what's in that keyboard, or very similar. But interesting combo, and I like it. I think it's pleasant to type on. If you like something a little more feedback like I do, that's why I chose that keyboard. But as far as an office environment or something, maybe if we're working later at night, if you're a late night person, then this would be the one to go with. And so far, extremely happy with it. I think the lighting could be a little, I mean, it's dark in here, and I did that on purpose so you know, kind of see what was going on here without it being kind of, you know, dark. But it's got weird numbers and stuff on it and letters, and I'm not sure if they're trying to go some modern thing. I just prefer regular characters or something that stands out. And I've been using chiclets for years, but recently with this work from home thing, I've actually gone back to more of this style. So the question is, can you get a good mechanical keyboard? Well, yeah, here it is. And so far, so good. Oh, and the other quick little point that I almost forgot, and this is actually my second take. I tried to do these in one take with no cuts. This is actually hardwired, where some of the other keyboards, like the one I normally use, actually have a plug-in thing. That's plus or minus. If you want to add to the cable, you can add an extension or whatever. But I mean, this thing has a pretty long cable. I mean, unless you're putting this thing 30 feet from your computer, or laptop like I'm using, it's really pointless. So I have no problem with this. I mean, wireless would be nice, but I can't imagine what battery life you'd get with LEDs lighting up, and unless you had a really powerful battery. But then how would you get it this thin? Look how thin this thing is. It is pretty thin. I mean, this is a mechanical. I mean, it's pretty good. So overall, give it a thumbs up.